Alrighty then. Alright, I'm live, and I'm going to be streaming Persona 5 Royal. Um, yeah, it's been a busy week for me. I have not been able to stream this since about. Let me check. Let me check on that. Hmm? Alright. April 2nd. Yeah, I haven't been able to stream this since Wednesday night. Yeah. That's because I was busy with other stuff going on. I was hanging out with a friend, my friend Sarah Sif, uh, who offered to assist me with cosplay stuff, and um, well, she and her mom did, but um, you know. And it turned out my Magus cape was a pain in the ass to work with, so yeah, that was fun. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. And another thing I need to point out is, oh yeah, and also Friday I was hanging out with another friend, um, because she needed a little assistance with her cosplay. So I was just like, okay. So yeah, wasn't able to stream Persona 5 Royal because I was hanging out with Sarah Sif the whole afternoon. So I got home late, and I was just tired when I got home. So and as for Friday, I felt sleepy when I got home that day. So there's that. And yesterday, I went to a cherry blossom festival in the University of Washington. And that was a sight to behold, and I really enjoyed my time there. Too bad people were shaking the fucking branches when there were signs all around the damn field that, people, saying, don't touch the trees. And they did not fucking listen. you know, I understand you want a good photo of like cherry blossoms, like, um, what was it, falling on you? But no, just let the petals fall naturally, dumbasses. I just swear people are just either unaware or inconsiderate. When I was there, I specifically, held to what the sign said. I didn't touch any trees. I just left the trees alone. And yeah, people just didn't seem to get that memo. I think next year maybe they should put signs on around all the damn trees saying don't touch. And there should be like campus staff to kind of, walk up to them and say, "Hey, please don't touch the trees." Yeah. But other than that, had a great time. So yeah, busy week. I am a little concerned about my payday coming up this Wednesday because I need to look into finishing up on assembling my Magus cosplay. I am still in the process of waiting for my Joker shirt to come, and I really hope it shows up because I really don't want to have that arrive late. I'm gonna be pissed because if I have to, I might have to just wear a black shirt, just as a means saying, hey, look, the shirt was on the way. I just had to wait fucking forever. You know, I don't want to do that. But the reason I'm a little concerned about payday is because I thought I should have gotten a paycheck for training, but I didn't get that yet. So I'm gonna have to ask payroll about that and say, hey, check my pay stubs recently, and I don't see a paycheck that has to do with training, because I thought that was like April 2nd. But then they said, oh, well, the next pay, the day you're going to get, I think I remember during the training saying, okay, the day you're going to get paid for, you're going to get, the day you're going to get paid is on April 9th. So I suspect that the training pay is going to be thrown in with the week's pay that I had recently. So that should be fun. And hey, I also made a little bit of overtime pay, so I'm getting like $44 on like an hour for 3.75. Oh yeah. I'm gonna rake in that money. Sorry, I look. Here's the thing with me and money. You know, my spending habits, yeah, I gotta admit, were a little nuts last year. I mean, especially with the record player I got. And you know what? I think that Queen box set that I bought last year, yeah, definitely put a dent in my wallet. But I mean, it was a matter of, I didn't want to have to slowly build my collection on Queen. And honestly, they were all, I mean, all the vinyl were fucking colored. So I thought that was a good deal. Honestly, I haven't bought records much yet this year because I was waiting until the Mariners season started. So, you know, but I did find a record store yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Neptune Records, Seattle. Well, it's actually called Neptune Music Company, but I call it Neptune Records just out of, you know. Um, but what's nice about the record store is that they had a wide selection of records. So, if I ever pick out a record, I'm gonna ask that cashier say, hey, I'm gonna I would just say, look, I'm guessing you're pretty knowledgeable with music, and all this. Let's say I picked out King Crimson, for the sake of the argument. I said I picked out King Crimson's Red. Do you have any? Do you have any recommendations that would go hand in hand with this? And let's say he had a copy of Frank Zappa's Hot Rats, which definitely has a jazz flavor throughout that record. Um, and let's say for the sake of the argument, I said, hey, I've listened to the album Red, through Spotify, and I'm like, that was a record I definitely wanted to own after having listened to it. And then, and then if he says, oh, well, Hot Rats has a very good jazz flavor to it, and it's one of Frank Zappa's best. Blah, blah, blah. And let's say, like, look, and then if he asked me, oh, how much of Hot Rats have I listened to? I said little. I think I've listened to Peaches and Regalia, and I'm sure he would have said, oh, well, the rest of Hot Rats is great. You will probably not be disappointed with Hot Rats if you like King Crimson's Red. Like, let's say he was knowledgeable about the music that he is selling. I mean, if he happens to be, I would be happy for a record store clerk to tell me, hey, what album should I look into? I am willing to, engage with clerks like that because, I mean, because hey, if clerks like that are capable of doing that kind of shit, it will, I think it would help, return customers. Now, I am aware that, you know, records aren't cheap and all that, and I totally understand. But you know, the records I saw there were like near mint for like $11. I thought it was going to be like 15 or some shit. Now some records were about 20, 30, but I think that's because they were brand new. But near mint is like, well, I believe uh near mint records. Let me see. It looks glossy. It's clearly only been played several times. Near mint vinyl has little to no markings, and its package is either untouched or nearly untouched. Don't expect to find any distortions on a near mint record. So yeah, that's another thing. Like a near mint record would be used, but not played to the extent that it's been like that it's degraded in time. Um, I mean, I bought some records at Half Price Books. Um, Unfortunately, Brainside Surgery was the one I did not have the best experience with because there was a few scratches on side one, and I was just like, "Fuck!" That's what I and that's probably what I get for buying records at Half Price Books because they didn't fucking mark any conditions or anything on that bitch. And honestly, that record there, I think should have been like maybe $3 just because of the damages on it. Good fucking album though. Brain Salad Surgery. I mean, uh, Jerusalem's a good song. Uh, I mean, for the time it came out. Toccata is fucking underrated as hell. Some of the best drumming I've heard from Carl Palmer. Still You Turn Me On. I fucking like how funky that song is, and I know why they did that. uh, and also let's not forget Carnival 9. Fucking great set of songs. Uh, the only, and I'll say this about Brain Salad Surgery, the only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 album, Benny the Bouncer. It's probably the sole track that just doesn't really mesh with the rest. Everything about Brain Salad Surgery is fucking excellent. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, without a doubt. I think what was it? The other two albums I got, Thick as a Brick by Jethro Tull, one of Jethro Tull's best albums, without a doubt. And I definitely have a bit of a nostalgia for Jethro Tull because I remember my mom got a couple CDs for Christmas. They were both Jethro Tull albums, Thick as a Brick and Aqualung. Aqualung's titular track, fucking loved it. And it was a good thing I was a teenager by then because this was like right up my alley because I was like, ooh, some pretty unsavory lyrics. Feeling like a dead duck. I was like, ooh. You know, I was a bit of an edgy teenager back in my youth. But, you know, I believe I was at the right age when I discovered Jethro Tull thanks to my mom. And then Thick as a Brick. I remember, you know, dabbling with Aqualung, you know, just kind of sifting through a few tracks. Liked it, you know, I liked Aqualung. I loved Locomotive Breath. That song's fucking great. You can never go wrong with that song. But when I heard Thick as a Brick, I remember the CD copy my mom got was the whole album plus a live version, a live performance that was archived. And I think there was an interview at the end of that CD. Let me check. Thick as a Brick. And I think it was a Madison Square Garden performance. Yeah, because at the end he goes, to be thick as a... And he was having the crowd finish it. So I think that was the version I heard. Yep, it was the Madison Square Garden performance because that's how he ended that song. And then there was an interview with Jethro Tull, so there was like 3 band members. So the copy my CD, the copy that my mom got on CD was the 25th anniversary edition, which contained 2 bonus tracks: the live performance and an interview. Which is, you know, I'd say it's a solid release, if anything. But So the thing with that 25th anniversary CD release is that both tracks of Thick as a Brick were pretty much the whole side, because Thick as a Brick was a continuous suite. Of course, with side one ending in a fade out, and then you got side two beginning with a fade in. So, but like I believe the 40th anniversary stereo the what was it, the Steven Wilson stereo mix actually separated the two sides with like four tracks each, signifying like a different part of the song. But the CD edition that I think I still have around somewhere in my house has both sides as two tracks. So track one is side one, track two is side two. To emulate what the album tracks, because you know what? Let me fish out that record real quick. Give me a moment. Yeah, because how they dictate like separate album tracks is where you see a little like line that looks like a tiny little blank space in the record. Give me a moment. Yeah, this is my Thick as a Brick copy. And you know what? When I saw this at Half Price Books, I was like, okay, you know what? In honor of my mom, definitely getting this because I know she loved her Jethro Tull. Um, and actually, the album cover is pretty much a newspaper. Yeah, this was like some of the best packaging that year, like without a fucking doubt. All right, so Handy Healer, blah, 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 blah. Get the fuck out of here. Cheap viewers on Stream Boo. I don't give a shit. I know you're a bot. Fuck out of here. Alright, so let me take a look at this. And, yeah. Because, I'm looking at little. Actually, let me get a light on this. Hold on. And this is definitely not heavyweight, like 180-gram vinyl, because this thing is like really like thin. It's very wobbly. If fuck with it, I should not do that because that's gonna warp the fucking record, and that would be ass. But yeah, I'm looking at here and I'm seeing like little, like big, little dark, rings. That's usually like indicating like maybe quieter bits of the record, but I'm not seeing like solid like black rains that would like very tiny black rains, which usually indicates when a track to indicate a separate track. That's how records were pressed, and I accidentally fucking some of my saliva accidentally sprayed on this shit. Oh well, it'll dry. Yeah. So yeah, both sides are yeah. Both sides don't have a tiny black ring indicating a split between tracks. It's that both sides are continuous music. So yeah, side one, track one, side two, track two. That is the deliberate. That's the deliberate track listing order. Like that's the deliberate creative choice with Jethro Tull back in 1972. Shit, this album is 50 years old and more, like 50 plus years old. 53 years old. And it's a great album. And it's not like, I mean, I guess it is kind of like, what you would expect from Jethro Tull. But you got to keep in mind, you go from Aqualung to this, so, I mean, yeah. It's what you expect from Jethro Tull. It's just, it's a concept album. Or at least it was taking the piss out of concept records or concept albums. But yeah, Jethro Tull's. Oh, hello. What do we got here? Looney Tunes. What the fuck? What the hell is this advertising? Oh, okay. Yeah, thick as a brick. Jethro Tull. Good shit. I do believe this is prog rock, isn't it? Yep, prog rock. Damn good prog rock. Yeah, my mom. You know what? If my mom, ever saw my record collection, growing and growing, she probably might say, I bet my mom would compliment me saying, I got some good taste or something, you know? You know what? But I gotta say, it's my mom that definitely had a good taste with music. I mean, shit. I mean, I didn't think she would be into prog rock, because, other than Jethro Tull, she definitely liked Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Just like this game rambles on long enough at times, but I'm not complaining. But yeah. I really need to do better about these preambles, pre-rambles, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Alright, so, the plan for today. I'm planning on going 12 hours on this. And I will be separating streams here and there, so I can... Wait. Season 2 Hellfire Gala? Oh god. I am the god of Hellfire, and I bring you fire. God, I can't wait to work on my Hellsing Ultimate AMV, because that AMV is gonna be a lot of fucking fun to put together. And the song I just referenced is the very one I am gonna be doing. The Crazy World of Arthur Brown's Fire, which starts with Arthur Brown shouting, I am the god of Hellfire, and I bring you fire. That song stuck in my head, and you know what? Who would have known that it was metal before it was heavy metal before heavy metal became, took off? Clearly people are going to say Helter Skelter by the Beatles. Yeah, that's a proto-metal fucking song, and it's a fucking banger. But, yeah, Arthur Brown's, Fire. Definitely, definitely in, a blueprint for what, metal could be capable of. Or some shit like that. If it wasn't for Arthur Brown, we probably wouldn't have Alice Cooper's, style of music. Speaking of Alice Cooper, he is such a wholesome dude. Despite his stage theatrics, I'm talking the black hat, the black makeup, the gothic look on his, the gothic makeup he puts, the black outfit, like he seems very, like he loves the color black as if he's like a bad boy or some shit. And he's like the most chill dude, you know? I mean, I've even seen photos where he volunteers, you know, for certain causes or something like that. Like he I think he was like serving lunches at some event or whatnot. I mean, he took his time out of his busy schedule. You know, he felt like, you know, like sure he could perform music, you know, for his fans, you know, but he wanted to do something, you know, on his spare time. And you know, he's he's a outspoken Christian, and this is definitely well known given that he was an alcoholic. And he, you know, he made like he was interviewed about, you know, his alcoholism or something, or he brought up his alcoholism in an interview, and you know I think he essentially, you know, it's something to do with him being a man of faith, and you know why he stopped drinking and whatnot. And listen, I enjoy my alcohol, but I don't go fucking nuts on that shit. I haven't even had any alcohol since late January. And that's because, well, I didn't want to waste money on alcohol when I could be saving that money for groceries that, you know, I really would need to pay for. So... Alright. Alright. Shit.
I'm fed up with this.
Okay, I guess I'll play a video game while I'm at it.
Oh.
Power Intuition.
Okay.
You know what? I do plan on doing a second playthrough of this, but not so soon after this. But when I do the second playthrough, I definitely want to go for maxing all the confidants, because I am aware that it is possible to do that.
Well,
But I'm playing this how I am doing it.
oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Damned phantom thieves.
Oh, shit, yeah.
They were there today too, right? Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that.
Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
Okay, quiet down.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and you two will go together.
Huh? Why together?
Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far.
Oh yeah, right.
Those are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida?
Did I? I'll say no, because I try to keep a low profile from him.
We know if you're lying.
I'm sure it must be something he would rather not remember. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
I'll hope not, because I'm not gonna blow my cover.
Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary? Especially those eyes. It was like they were smiling, but not. I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen. And now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right? Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is.
I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
We were so popular, too.
Haru, Can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you. No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away. As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Fine.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay? Of course.
Hey,
Hey! Oh! Okay. Oh! Oh! Okay. Nice.
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
Yeah, man, this guy. He's got to play like a big role coming up.
What's going on?
Do you know this one?
34. Wait, what?
That's incorrect.
Oh, shit. I always get those mixed up.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well.
Oh.
Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
We're gathering information too, you know, like online and stuff.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
God, this is so effing stupid! Damn it!
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
What? Akechi?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask. That reminds me, how is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything? It's not that I don't trust her, but... Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Hey. In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly?
But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
Damn. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna look up what Inari means, because I know Kitsune means fox. Alright. Inari. Oh, actually, there is a connection between it and foxes. Oh, oops. Give me a moment.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
No.
Whoa, no need to deny it so seriously. It was just a joke. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I heard the police showed up at your school. As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
Now I probably should raise his confidant rank.
Yo. Come again. What's up? Yeah. Look.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
Oh, shit.
For real? Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network. And I can no longer rely on my sister for information. Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto. Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable. But we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun? Okay then. Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info. For real?
Yeah, Ryuji likes
Could
saying
you
that.
send that my way, please? I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more. I have a response already. He says, let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what. We're counting on you, Makoto. Nice. Oh.
You got time right now? All right then. Thanks.
Okay.
Good morning.
Kasumi has been noticed. Oh wait, she didn't call me senpai yet. Okay.
Well...
She has been noticed. Okay, look, I know that's like a running joke that's getting old. I don't care. It's an anime in-joke.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, nice. Dr. Markey. Hmm?
How about you?
Memory bias?
This is it.
Yep. I had a feeling it was going to be that.
Nice going. Hey!
Huh? What achievement for what? Oh, nice. Okay, scored the highest in exams. Okay, I see now. How many achievements do I got left? 50, 20, 53? I take it there are 5 more, what you call it, achievements. Nice. Oh, hello.
Home.
What the fuck? Why is that one of the answers? Oh my god. This game, seriously. Do I really want to answer with, honey, I'm home? Okay, you know what? I got a couple of friends that might insist that I pick the first answer. So you know what? Just for the lulz and the fact that there are a couple of fujoshis, as you know, a term for anime fans, you know, having to do with fangirls who like yaoi. You know who you are. I'll answer with this. Just this once.
You're back awfully late.
That's his response? Well, this went nowhere.
How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido?
Oh?
It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok. And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
Deja vu, fellow Americans?
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem, and I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
Oh, whoa! I don't remember a moment that he showed up.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out. I'm not worried or anything. You're just blocking the store entrance.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent after this scene here.
Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, hmm? Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
Don't like politicians? I'm gonna answer that question.
It isn't about liking or disliking them. It's more about how he suggests the Phantom Thieves be crushed when they've yet to be arrested. If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
Are you a fanboy? You know what, just to, why not?
I knew there was something special about you, ever since the first time we met. I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
sorry for the sniffles there. I'm okay, so time for me to go into a little bit of a tangent here because I'll explain why I had this dumbfounded look on my face, like why my mouth was like wide open when Shido was talking about, you know, what he intends to do, or, you know, what he envisions, what he what he intends to do as a politician, and, you know, how a citizen reacted. What I just saw feels like an echo of the last few years, or ever since Donald Trump announced that he would be campaigning for a re-election. And Shido, as a politician, you know, said that, oh, you know, social reform, and, you know, we need to bring our country back. You know, we need to bring Japan to its former glory. Blah, 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 blah. Or it sounded like he wanted to bring Japan to its former glory or some shit. And then you have a citizen who's saying, oh, you know, he's so charismatic. Oh, he seems like the right leader for this country. Shido, as a fictional character, is a populist politician that is no different than an in real life politician who is currently the president of the United States. So yeah, I'm seeing a parallel between Trump and Shido, and that's what I am fucking blown away with this game. I swear, there is something about this game. Just when I think, okay, we're gonna lead into this, he always drops something that's gonna play a part in later, and they always have interesting shit to talk about. Like, I have been 80 plus hours in this game, and I am continuously engaged with the story and with these characters, and of course the gameplay and everything. I did not expect this game to be that layered. Keep in mind, this is my first Persona game, for crying out loud. So I'm not used to a game like this. But there is something about Persona 5 Royal. I don't know how this game is doing it to me, but the more I play it, the more I am so fucking grateful I am playing it right now. And I got into this like around November. And when they keep adding layer after layer after layer, especially with what I've been seeing in these last few months, holy shit. This game has shockingly become a relevant and universal game. I mean, yeah, I'd say universal, but as of lately, it's a game that holds quite a shocking amount of relevancy. Now, I understand the context of the game's plot is more concerned about political affairs in Japan, and that might be true. But usually with great art, great writing, there are certain things that can be drawn upon and paralleled, in real life. What America's going through right now. This game, this game relates to that. And that's why I'm loving the hell out of this game. Oh god. I'm amazed. I genuinely am amazed at how much depth this game has been having up to this point. And I suspect this isn't even close to the end of the immense depth that Persona 5 Royal carries. Like, this is truly a game, a JRPG of a generation. Hands fucking down. I know I sound like I'm repeating my praises, but it's like, when I, like, see more layers unveiled, I can't help but bear repeating some of the stuff I've said in the past. This is why I get so invested in this game. This really may become one of my favorite games of all time. Who knows? This might be right under Final Fantasy VI, which is my favorite game of all time, which means this has the potential of being my second favorite game of all time. Now, I am aware that Disco Elysium came out the same year, and you know what? I got something I want to say after I'm done with that. After I'm done with this game. More on that later. I mean, that game involves detectives. So, who knows? Maybe, just maybe. Maybe I'll play something that might go hand in hand with this, even though this style of gameplay isn't really the same, but who cares? Ah, damn, my nose is...
Well then. Oh?
Sorry.
Kaya Murakami, what are the... Oh, shit.
Shit.
All right.
Okay, can I save or some shit? What the hell? Did that leaf just go inside the... Okay, there was a bit of a glitch there. I could have sworn there were leaves that were falling towards the door, but it looked like it went through the door. Magic leaf.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. The Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plain clothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss. Acting like normal students is going to be important. What do you normally do at a school festival?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me. You're so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much. It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct? Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Shall we head off to the stands then?
All right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me. This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your class's stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it?
It's like a deserted island here. Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here. We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Bullshit.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
Then what the fuck do you got?
That doesn't even sound remotely possible. Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that.
Ryuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens. We won't let that happen. Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
I swear, like, Joker's kind of almost close to get posing. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's see if there's such memes. Joker Gendo pose. Actually, no. How about Persona 5? Give me a minute. I'm looking up. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, so I see. I was like looking up it turns out the Gendo pose I thought it was, because I was like looking up images, like turns out what I was looking at was a photo that had to do with Undertale Yellow, a fan-made game based on Undertale. Which I probably should look into sometime.
Thank you for the wait. Ooh, it's fresh made.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
I'll take it. Or I think it'll be spicy. That's what I'm.
Well, yeah.
Oh, everyone's all here.
Ooh, there we go.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
Damn it.
It's fine. It's quite the...
It's spicy, ain't it?
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. This is... oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love, spicy stuff.
What the fuck? He's fucking faking it.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you, tomorrow.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
Oh my god.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things.
Maybe she's observant about something.
So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
I mean, he did see, he was around the corner when the Phantom Thieves went into the metaverse, so...
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all. What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all. I have to agree. What will his next move be?
Oh? Let's head back.
Oh! Well, this is a bit of a rare...
yes.
Rare thing to see here. Okay.
Quite. Indeed.
Why is he like... Why is he always like stepping up... Okay, what's going on with Yusuke here? The fuck?
Hold on.
How about it? Well then.
Oh my god.
Well, Hmm. I see. Indeed. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
I... All right. Thank you.
Well then.
I should write something.
Okay. Alright, that is going to do it for this session of Persona 5 Royal. I will come back to this very shortly. Yeah. So yeah, I will come back to this maybe in a half hour or so. I would like to get some to eat. I haven't eaten all day yet today. And actually, one thing I forgot to mention, that little tangent I made about, you know, Shido and Trump, like, you know, Shido seems like a very suspicious character in the game, and, I mean, oh, God, like, if it wasn't obvious, I'm not in favor of Donald Trump as our current president. In fact, those fucking tariffs that were in effect recently, or no, his plan for reciprocal tariffs sounds like a horrible idea. And then he said like, oh, there's going to be some pain at first, and and I'm like, there are people out there that are financially struggling, and these tariffs is not a good fucking plan as they are dealing with that. And I'll say something that's gaming related. Pre-orders, like US pre-orders for the Switch 2 have been delayed until April 9th because Nintendo of America, or Nintendo, is trying to assess how Trump's tariffs are going to affect the price of the Switch 2. If I have to pay $500 plus dollars, including tax, build in America. If you build things in America, it'll be cheaper. It's like, it's not like that. That's not how Nintendo operates when it comes to manufacturing. The manufacturing comes from Japan, and then of course they ship, units to the US for American, customers. So yeah, it's a bit of a process. I swear, there are some stupid people in my fucking country, and it's frustrating that they think that, Trump is fucking Christ-like, and he's not. And honestly, when people said that, oh, Trump is king, or Trump is America's savior, I end up disgusted every fucking time I hear that. So, if Shido is anywhere close to Trump, then God, I can't wait to beat Shido's ass. Because I have a feeling he's probably going to be, maybe he might be, I don't know. He just seems very shady. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be somewhat big in the game. I mean, the fact that he has these ambitions as a politician is like, palace ruler? I mean, does sound like it, but not that I'm complaining or anything. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. My Kingdom Hearts streams. There was one part missing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and. Why is it having a fucking error deleting the videos? What the shit? Okay, delete. Okay. Okay, give me a moment. Kingdom Hearts. I'm just removing streams on that because I need to save on storage space on this bitch. 16th, 17th, 18th, and where the fuck is the final part? There you go. Bada beam, bada boom. Okay, so I'm getting rid of the Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memory streams. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just fucking redo those ones. Besides, I want to do the, I want to get all the achievements and shit. That's kind of why I want to do that. Alright. Genshin Impact. How many fucking streams do I got on that one? A lot, it looks. Yeah. Well, anyway, I got some streams I want to archive too, so I'm gonna just go ahead and take a little break with Persona 5 Royal, and then I'll be back later. So, yeah. Anyway, it's been a good one. I'll return to Persona 5 Royal later, soon, whenever. Because I am trying to do as much as I can. Because I have to work tomorrow up until Wednesday. Then Thursday the 10th is going to be my only day off this coming week. Then the 11th, 12th, and 13th are going to be work days as well. And I think I have to work on the 14th. Maybe. But, oh shit. Yeah, I got 2 weeks for me to finish this game. And so what I'm going to try to do is get through the entirety of, November. Done. Well, I'm almost done with October, but I'm going to try to binge up until the end of November. So that way I can do some catching up. That's kind of the whole point. But I am separating these streams like that for that very reason. So, yeah. So, yeah. Persona 5 Royal. Man, this game just keeps on giving and giving and giving. And I'm not feeling burned out by this game. So, I'm loving the hell out of this game. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to head off. Until next time, take care.